Hi everyone and welcome to another video. In this video I will be talking through how to gently restore this case using items you can get from Amazon. The first item you will need is a microfiber pen. This is a pen and it has a tiny microfiber brush at the end. Second item will be a soft-headed toothbrush. And another item you will need is Cape Cod polishing cloths. This will be for the highly polished surfaces on the watch. So first things first, I'm going to take the bracelet off the watch. And you can see here that it's in quite a bad state, particularly on the back. So first thing I'm going to do is get the soft-headed toothbrush, make it slightly damp and just wash the watch. Now you do want to be careful of this if the watch isn't particularly watertight. You don't want to use too much water, otherwise it might get inside the watch. Now I will start to use the microfiber pen. This is particularly good to use on the brushed surfaces of the watch. You can use it on the polished surfaces, but it might matte them. So this is really good for getting off that initial layer of dirt and grime. And you can see what a difference is made along the edge that I've done already. So when using the microfiber pen, you want to try and go with the original brushing that's on the watch. So the case back is looking pretty good already. You can see the side that I've done and haven't done. You can see there's quite a big difference. So I'm going to crack on with the other side that I haven't done yet. And you can see that it brings it up really nicely. You can compare it to inside the lugs, what a difference it's made. So next I'm going to do inside the lugs and hopefully you'll see a big difference. You can afford to push quite hard with the microfiber pen. It won't necessarily damage the watch. So the back is looking pretty good now. Now I'm going to focus on the case back, going with the original brushing, trying to avoid the polished edge. Now I'm working on the front of the watch, starting with the lugs. These are brushed finish, so again I'm trying to go with the original brushing. Now we're going to move on to the polished surfaces of the watch with the Cape Cod cloth. You can use it on the brushed surfaces, but just do it very lightly, and you can see how much dirt and grime comes off when using the Cape Cod. You can see what a difference is made on the side of the case. You can just use a small polishing cloth. It's made a big difference. Now I'm going to move on to the side with the crown. there's any bits that are particularly stubborn, you can spend a bit more time doing those to try and polish them out. Again, using the polishing cloth. Now I'm doing the bezel, which is a highly polished surface. Try not to get too much on the crystal. Giving the whole watch just a general polish, as the Cape Cod does make it slightly greasy. Now I'm going around the bezel, the top side of the bezel. I wasn't sure if this part was supposed to be brushed or polished, so I just ended up using the Cape Cod on the top there. Again, using the polishing cloth. And at this point the watch is starting to look really nice. I think you can see a big difference already. So going over the watch one more time with the polishing cloth just to get rid of any grime and residue from the Cape Cod. Again, using a damp toothbrush just to help get rid of the grime that's caught up in the faux screws on the bezel. Again, don't use too much water if you're not sure of what the watch's water resistant is, especially on these vintage watches. Just to finish off, I'm just using a little bit of Polywatch on the crystal. Should have given it a bit of a shake first, but should be fine. Using a different polishing cloth and just gently work that into the crystal. Then use a dry polishing cloth just to buff it up. The watch is looking really good. It's made a big difference on the sides. I think even the back is looking really good as well. So now I'm going to try all my different strap options for this watch, as I wasn't a big fan of the bracelet that it came on. So this is the first one, Zulu Diver. Second one, Zulu Diver again, but with silver stitching. Third one was a grey suede. I think it looks quite nice. From Gikota. Fourth one's a blue sailcloth strap, leather on the inside. This one's brown suede, again from Gikota, white stitching. I think it also looks quite nice. And the last option was this NATO strap. I think it looks quite cool. You can see that the watch is starting to get some condensation there, so it possibly needs new gaskets. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it useful. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.